What's up, you guys? It's JCARDENASART and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the last video of the Mandalorian coloring book pages. If you remember, the very first one I did was with markers, and then I did color pencils on them, which is this one. And then the second video I did was very recent, where it was just the markers, the washable tip markers. It was this one. And then the last one that I did was with crayons, and it was this one. I love every single one of them for their own specific reasons. So far, I'm really loving this crayon one. I was very surprised at how it came out. But we're gonna put those aside, and we're gonna do the very last one, which is this one. And we're gonna do it with Tombow markers. I hope you guys enjoyed all these videos. I hope you enjoy this one. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to link up all the other videos up top so you guys can check those out. I do have a bunch of other videos on my YouTube channel. Go check those out as well. Leave me likes, leave me comments, subscribe if you haven't, share my videos. It really helps the channel out. I'm a little bummed that this is going to be the last video in this little series, but I'm super excited to go find another coloring book and do something with that and just have fun. So let's get started. So the first thing I decided to work on was the outfit. For this last piece, I wanted to get a little more experimental with the colors. Try different ones throughout the piece, since I had almost, I want to say, 100 different colors at my disposal. So I used a little bit of orange, some red, some burgundy. Kind of just let the markers call to me. I threw in a little purple just to see how it looked. If you notice, I'm keeping the same rough gesture of strokes that I love. Yes, I am aware that there is a colorless blender available with these markers, but I love the way that it looks with all the strokes kind of like overlapping each other. For the armor, I used almost every single gray I had because I wanted to capture every possible shadow and highlight that I can in the armor. The armor is the part that actually took me the longest, and it's also my favorite part about the whole piece. For the boots and holster and all of these leathery material, I used a goldish brown. I was trying to get like a dirty gold look, but as I progressed into the coloring, I felt like it was way too bright and way too distracting. So I toned it down by adding a brown on top of it. Coloring in Grogu is pretty straightforward. Just a little bit of brown and some green. And then some final touches on the figures before I jump over to the background. As for the sky, I was feeling kind of like a sunset vibe. So I began with a nice little yellow, and then I worked my way into a slightly darker yellow and then a bit of orange. The sunset sky still has a bit of blue in it, so I added that in as well. And as I got towards the top of the sky, I got a little darker and a little darker. I also added in a dark pinkish color, an even darker blue, and on top of the clouds, to kind of make it look like it's blending into the sky a little bit, I added in an even darker blue and then a little bit of purple, so that way it looks like the blue and the pink are kind of blending into each other. The ground definitely looks like a desert, so browns it is. Because it is sunset, I went with darker browns. Some of the browns were too close to Grogu's clothing, making him kind of blend into the background, and I didn't want that. So I darkened up a bit around him and underneath, kind of give him like shadows, and then that way the background wasn't blending into him. I did still feel like the background was still too flat, so I pulled out a reddish brown and I darkened up some areas in the background to help create more depth. After that was done, I felt like if I added more colors, it'll become too much. And if I'm being completely honest, I was not too crazy about the background. It's not exactly how I had envisioned it, but it's a-okay. This is how we learn. So after a few final touches, I'm gonna call it quits right here. And it's done. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It'll all really help my channel out. If you haven't seen the other ones, go see it. I'm gonna link it up top. It should be a total of 4 videos, including this one. But yeah, these came out pretty cool. Here's a little quick run through. This is the first one. This one is with the washable tip markers and color pencils on top. This is the second one with just the washable tip markers. This is the third one with crayons. And this is the fourth one that I did with Tombow markers. I'm going to put a poll on my community tab where I want you guys to tell me which one you liked. Marker with colored pencils, markers, the washable tip markers, the crayons, or the Tombow markers. And yes, after 4 videos and 4 different materials, my favorite one is still the crayon one. I love it. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to go shop around, look for other coloring books, one that really catches my attention, and I'm going to do a few pages out of that book and turn that into a little series as well. Keep a lookout for those. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell for future notifications of my future videos. I will shop around and look for another coloring book, like I said, and you guys should see a new series start up soon. For now, this is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching my video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.